This week on Erie Extreme.
I will never use a flyer.
Beyonce wore hip waders.
This is what she would wear.
It's gonna get cold.
Oh, my feet are already cold. We're gonna follow some guys from Jamaica.
Little did I know that we were gonna have to walk 7 miles.
Really? See, look at Karl. He does this all the time.
We got the exact conditions I thought we were going to have.
Coyotes. Seems like an awful lot of work. That was my first fly rod cast ever.
That was the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life.
I'm getting too old for this.
I'm Dave Lefebre, and I'm getting out of my comfort zone. Exploring extreme places and culture, discovering extreme people, while encountering extreme weather. Where do I plan to do all this? Well, in my own backyard, of course. This is not your typical fishing show. It's unscripted, outside the box, and 100% real. This is Erie Extreme.
I'm getting too old for this.
Karl. I don't know where to begin. I haven't seen him in 15 to 17 years, we figured. And when I called him out of the blue, it was pretty comical.
Dave Lefebre, I can't believe you're calling.
Why?
He is ate up, I think is a good combination of words.
26 degrees out. Yeah, I'd much rather go out.
I mean, I know how it is. In my circle, I'm the same way.
So you don't think we can catch anything?
I mean, that's well, today. Well, I haven't seen one person yet today.
Wow. I say let's do it anyway.
Okay, I'll text you probably tonight when I get home.
All right, bye. So if Karl doesn't think we're going to catch anything, but we're going anyway.
It doesn't matter. We're going out. This is real. This is reality. This isn't your typical TV show. We're going out there. If we don't catch one, we don't catch one. Steelhead fishing is almost a cult around here. And I want to find out why.
Terry, is that you?
Yeah.
Do you have extra waders or a pair?
I have one good set. The rest are like dry rod. You're a little chunkier, but I think you'll get it.
I wear a size 17 shoe. Terry. I smell like minnows.
I'm sure you always smell like minnows.
This is a world-class fishery for steelhead. Everybody knows that. There's more tourists that come here to do this than anywhere, I think, in the whole country.
See, I got mine on January 1.
Well, you're a real fisherman. You know, I'm a fair weather angler.
From the first minute that I talked to Karl, he assured me that it was going to be tough.
Tough duty today.
Putting you on
25
the spot.
degrees, 25 degrees, fly fishing for steelhead. Wait till you see them in my hip boots.
So I got to get one of those sissy trout stamps on my thing for the first time ever.
The first round stamps.
I've never had a trout
Steelhead can pull a bass backwards. Come on.
and I will never use a fly rod.
I'm Terry. Terry, I'm Karl Weixelmann.
So how do I know there's a trout thing on here?
You got 2 stamps. See the 2 fish? That's all you have.
Oh,
and now
okay.
if you were...
I was figuring a trout stamp would be
Yeah.
like a pink colored one.
Yeah.
Where do I sign this right here?
Probably where it says signature.
No, I can't see it. I don't have my glasses on.
So we drove forever. I was following Karl, and we drove and drove and drove. I had no idea where we were. And finally we pulled off the road, and the next thing I knew, we're driving through a field, right through the snow.
Well, yeah, you'll fit in the...
You're not going to fit in the...
So I socks right in? I mean,
Just
I
socks,
take my
yeah, you
shoes
got to
off?
take your shoes
Oh,
off.
we got company coming in already, boys. I hope we don't get beat to the hole.
So Karl said a bunch of words that we can't put on the air, so we're not going to. But in order to make a TV show and have Karl as a guest, we have to bleep like there's no tomorrow.
Holy cow, my feet are gonna freeze.
Well, I told...
Are they?
Yes,
yeah,
they're going to
they will.
freeze. You're in water that's 32.5 degrees.
Yeah, 33 at the most.
Boy, are they tight. I'll never get these off.
Yeah, you will. I'll pull
Just
them off
keep
for
them
you.
then.
if Beyonce wore hip waders, this is what she would wear. My feet are already cold. This is why I don't do this.
Don't worry about your feet getting cold, because after a while you're not going to feel them anyway.
That's true. Either my ankle's broken or these aren't on all the way. Ooh, I was letting air in. Oh my gosh, you don't want that rubber touching your belly button, I'll tell you that right now. Where are you guys from, Africa?
Jamaica.
Really? Yeah. No doubt. I'm from Africa.
That's not true.
What are you doing here?
I'm starting to get uncomfortable. I cannot be cool, it's impossible. But also, I look like, and you may disagree, but I think I looked like a freaking idiot out there. So, do I look like a novice?
No.
Do I look good?
Don't you worry about how you look, man.
It doesn't matter?
It's all about fun, not about looks. We're not in the club here.
Really? So this isn't bass fishing. I realized right then, you know, this was a special group of people, and it was nothing like the bass fishing crowd. It didn't matter what I looked like. I didn't have to have fancy bright yellow shoes on and white sunglasses. You know, I could just go out there, be myself, and have a good time.
They look pretty tight.
Oh.
Your feet's gonna get cold.
Oh, my feet are already cold. Holy cow, those are fancy. So if I get into this, I gotta do some upgrading. Can you strap me?
You got it all wrong.
I've never worn waders before. I'm certainly not gonna invest $100 in a pair at this point. I got this.
You're not supposed to pee in the wader. Okay? You gotta wait to take them off.
You know, I should have done that actually.
You should have done it before.
Thank you. I'm ready.
I got the steely sickness, baby.
I know I got a good start on the steely sickness right here. Look at my butt.
It is. We crazy.
Oh, man. Don't bend over.
Pinners will blow fly.
So now, have you guys fished around Roscoe?
Pinners?
I tried once or twice, but
I don't know the lingo.
You don't know what a pinner is?
You know what would be awesome? I just thought of this. If we, instead of standing here talking, we were fishing.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
Okay, I'm excited, man. We're gonna follow some guys from Jamaica.
Erie Extreme is made possible with the help of these fine local businesses. Fast Signs, Marquette Savings Bank, Sunburst Electronics, Country Fair, Sitco, We Create, Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission, Zodiac Diner, Presque Isle Angler Bait and Tackle, the Avonia Tavern, and World of Music.
I can't get my shoes. Seriously, somebody's got to grab my shoes for me.
I'll grab it for you.
I gotta get down.
Hey, he looks like that guy on that. What's that Christmas? The Christmas.
Yeah. When you fall in
Got him.
Story that falls down.
Yeah. Fun. All fun. Yeah. Dude, I can't even lift my daggone legs. Oh, steelhead fishing is stupid. Ugh. I couldn't move. I couldn't feel my toes. They were so tight. Everything's a struggle. This right here, in our world, is called a sissy stick. This is why I got a pink license this morning. What?
Carry that one.
Okay.
You might need both.
I need two?
Oh, I insist.
And I will never use a fly rod. Let's go. I'm ready. Do I need maggots?
We forgot the maggots today.
I got some.
Maybe some live minnows.
Little did I know that we were going to have to walk 7 miles.
You're allowed to carry your own rod, so.
I thought you were the trout caddy.
Yeah.
You know how we met, me and Karl?
The bait store.
No. 15 years ago, the Erie Times newspaper was doing a story on male cheerleaders. Back then it wasn't popular and cool like it is now. So I thought I was the only one. It turns out Karl lived on the west side of town, and he was also. So I'm not talking just regular cheerleaders, I'm talking like pro. He sure is walking fast, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Hey Karl, wait for us, bro. Is there gonna be water back here? Thank God for hip joints, because my knee joints aren't moving. Remember that time last night when I asked you what all I needed to know about our trip today? You forgot to mention we had to walk like 7 miles. I can't bend my legs. These right here, these are Sasquatch tracks. No, these are actually coyotes, I think. I don't know.
Coyotes.
Yep, coyotes. I got my pajama pants on because when I got up this morning, I didn't feel like doing anything. I think they're probably right up to about here, and I'm really getting tired. See, look at Carl, he does this all the time. I think I'm gonna just kind of pull over right here and take a nap. I see water. This way, boys.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
Really?
So there's droppings right here.
Are you supposed to eat those?
Yep, that's definitely rabbit.
We got the exact conditions I thought we were going to have. You see how all the slow water froze up? See how the other side is froze over there?
Stupid. Oh, these boots are making me... That kind
The
of
water's deeper over there. That's where the fish are going to be. We got to kick out the ice in order to catch fish today. It's the best way to kick out ice out of a hole, and I just wrote a whole chapter on how to kick ice out of a hole to catch steelhead.
Hey, that reminds me of a joke I heard.
Is we got to start at the bottom here.
How do you catch a polar bear?
How do you catch a polar bear? I don't know, Dave.
You drill a hole in the ice.
Yeah.
You line it with peas, and when the polar bear comes to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole. I can't even put into words how cold I was. You will never be that cold, and, well, just trust me, there's no words to describe it. If there were words, there'd be like, so
I got a pretty good fracture going here. And what you do is you fracture it along the edges of the shoreline. See how I'm fracturing it? What I'm going to do is fracture it on my way up and push it out, Dave. If you want to, push all that ice down the creek.
So I can actually walk in the water with these?
Now watch this. Okay, see how it all fractured?
Whoa, oh boy. Why do we say the word fracture as opposed to break? Is that,
fracture it.
I mean, I just got to know the lingo, you know?
It looks like I'm fracturing it pretty good.
This is unbelievable. I mean,
You got one.
I got one.
You catch one already?
Finding this dead, big steelhead, this is a pretty good one, was kind of like insurance in case we didn't catch anything. You know, we could hook that sucker on there and fight it in and just pretend like we caught one. I got a good one. It's a good, ooh, it threw up a bunch of leaves. So I took the insurance and threw it up on the bank. I'm gonna throw him up there on the bank. So that's a good smoker. I just made that up. He's fracturing.
Yeah.
You hear those coyotes?
Coyotes.
Those are coyotes.
Dude, are we okay?
Right there, look at that big sheet right here.
Dude, listen, those are coyotes. Are we okay right here? Hear them?
Well, you just had the fish in your hand, so you have something to feed them.
Do you think that's why they're barking? I don't know. The more people, the better in this deal. Especially when you're walking through the woods with hungry coyotes trying to eat you. Dude, that's crazy. Okay, I'm fracturing with Carl. We're gonna go. Man, I'll tell you what, I feel a mega slip and fall, crack your skull type of situation. Oh, this is fun. Seems like an awful lot of work to me. Yeah, it's a pretty frightening thought to know that I have junky waders on, and if I slip, I slide into a 7 or 8 foot hole of cold, wintry death. Why can't we just leave all this stuff here? I'm just going to pretend like that's a patch of lily pads. Can I get a rod?
I've used this setup right here. It's got a little jig on it, and we'll put a little float on it. We'll stagger the shot. The easiest fly cast you can learn, since you've never fly casted before, is a roll cast, okay?
I've never even touched
one. Just takes the fly line and flip it out. You got to do those downstream mends. Make that float go vertical through the drift, and when it dumps, stick them left shoulder downstream.
Okay, so did you hear all that? That's all lingo, like totally foreign alien talk.
See how I do that little downstream mend, David? You don't want any slack in your drift.
Men slack. See how he's doing me right now? Look at me. I'm standing here without a pole.
I'm showing you how to run a drift, bro.
But what happens if you get a bite?
I'm gonna catch him.
No. I don't like this idea. Okay, I'm good. And I will never use a fly rod. Okay, make sure you got the camera rolling, because this is my first. That was my first fly rod cast ever. I'm 27 years old. You got to follow instructions.
Let me flip up first, and then you can flip right in behind me. So here's my indicator coming down the stream. An indicator is just a bobber. A lot of fly fishermen say, ooh, it's a strike indicator. Well, strike indicators are just bobbers.
So you think that the word strike indicator is cooler?
Well, fly fishermen think it is. I mean, I'm a realist. An indicator is a bobber. Now, see how I got that line right off the water? And I'm dropping the rod to flow. As it comes down below me, I'll do a downstream mend. That downstream mend continues your drift.
Okay.
So it's a
I don't know what half of that meant, but I'm doing it.
See how I'm stack bending it?
I don't know about the men thing, but I'm dangerous now. I can tell you, being the first time that I've ever used a fly rod, it's really not hard at all. I mean, I probably look like a weirdo, and I'm not doing it right, I'm sure, and fly fishermen are laughing right now all over the world. But, I mean, I've only made like 20 casts so far, and I can at least get it out there. So you definitely don't want to be intimidated by any of the technical talk. I'm just fired up that I haven't hooked myself in the head yet. Weixelmann, put me on him. I am way too impatient for this. Gosh, I hate this. You can see the stupid things.
It's a nice pot of fish in there, man.
I wonder why I haven't had a bite yet. Holy crap, I had one. I think I had one. I can't even explain how cold my feet are right now. I mean, I don't get cold either. Yeah, they're so cold it feels like I have a medical condition. I think we should have followed the guys from Jamaica. So this could be the first show that we don't catch a fish. We don't even catch one. And you know what? I'm fine with that. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that steelhead are just like any other fish, and they're gonna be hiding behind, whoa, I almost got myself, current eddies, current breaks. So there's a big rock right there. Oh my gosh, I think I gotta get out of this water for a minute. I'm worried. Whew. I can't even, oh, it's so unbelievably cold.
A bunch of steelers underneath this ice.
Oh my gosh, I just had one. I just had one. It felt just like a daggone rock. How are you supposed to know? That was definitely one.
Man, there's a lot of fish in here.
I just missed 3 or 4, and then I hook one.
Okay, so what do I do?
I mean, I got him.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Did you just miss one?
And my line breaks. That was the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. Well, not really my entire life, but it was bad. It was just like the end. All the wind went out of me. I wanted to leave. I was so cold. I thought I had hypoglycemia, and I just felt like I was on the verge of Blackfoot. I wanted to catch one and hightail it out of there and get warm immediately.
Ooh, got one.
Okay, now the drag on this just pulls by itself, right? That's a big one too, man. Did you see how big it is? Oh my gosh, I gotta catch this. My first fish ever on a fly rod, dude. Oh my gosh, what if he goes all the way down to, oh man. Do you reel them or do you, I'm left-handed. I don't reel with this hand. I feel like a moron. Oh, come on. I just want to touch you. Come on. Do they always do this? I feel like I'm in a tournament. Dude, where's he going? Should I pull him or just let him go? He doesn't want nothing to do with over here. Dude, reach down there and grab him. My arms are burning. My boy Karl put us on him.
We're about to go underwater.
Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him.
You got it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice fish.
How big is this, Karl? It's a good, you got one too? Oh, but look at it, it's big. First fish on a fly rod. This is a steelhead. I'm so excited, that's awesome. I might be addicted to this. And we walked through the woods, we walked probably 5 miles, but man, was it worth it. Check that sucker out. Awesome. Look how pretty.
That's good.
Oh, I'm so cold. Oh, man.
There's a nice pot of fish right here, bro.
You got a problem, boy. Let's go. Let's get out of here before my feet turn black. Daggone it, one of my kahunas is floating down the creek. I'm a fly guy now. I can feel the blood returning. to my toes. I'm getting too old for this. You know, a huge thanks to Bleep Weixelmann for hooking a brother up. From the minute I called him, he was like, it can't happen, it's not gonna happen, but he made it happen. You know, there was a lot of adversity. We had bad weather, we had frozen water, 18 degrees in the morning, and by golly, I reached my goal. I caught a fish, and you know, I think I actually see now why people get so caught up in this steelhead phenomenon. You know, the scenery is just amazing. It's good exercise and getting out there in the fresh, clean air. Just everything about it was cool. Cool enough to give me the steely sickness? Maybe. I said maybe. If you're watching this, Jamaican guys, Facebook me. I want to be like you. No, I don't care what you say. The next thing to go is my nose. It's right in the middle of my daggone face. Think about it. This is important, you know? All of it's important. Not just my nose. It doesn't matter what you say. I'm never taking this hood off again until I'm warm, drinking hot chocolate somewhere. Brrr. Excuse me? That's not going to happen. What? They don't need to see me. No, I'm not taking this off. This is fine. It's perfect. Just tell me what to say. I can talk just like this. They can hear me just fine. Mic's right there. Who wants to see black ears? Can I go in now? This is torture. It's what it is. Okay, so literally what you're telling me, you want to take me straight to the hospital on a gurney? Dude, my feet are black. My ears are black. My fingers are black. Oh yeah, let's just stop at the emergency room on the way home and get Dave's toes and fingers cut off and ears. I got hypocondensation and I'm not taking this hood off no matter what you say. What about my nose? That's probably the next thing to go. Off for a fish.
Attention all viewers! Do you have an extreme catch worthy of my bragging board? I'm Bob the Parrot. Submit your favorite fish photo for a chance to get posted on my bragging board. Ah! You can also win some awesome prizes. Subscribe to the Erie Extreme YouTube channel for even more chances to win. And remember what I always say, save a worm for a bird. Why do I say that again? Ow! Ow!
All right, don't be a baby. See you okay where he's at? You can't see me, right?
Nope. It's like you're not even there.
No.
Next week on Erie Extreme.
Whoa. Yeah, everything's either froze or closed.
As far as this show goes, you can throw the word typical right out the window.
Where's your daddy? Oh my gosh, it's a giant, dude. Don't miss it. Don't miss him. Reach way out.
Yeah, it's a big one right there, boy.